Once upon a time, in a small, quiet village, there lived a young man named Leo. He was strong, smart, and full of potential, but he was plagued by a terrible condition: the I'll do it tomorrow syndrome. Leo always believed he was young, and that time was an infinite resource, something he could spend without a second thought. One day, while he was complaining about his humble life, the mysterious guardian of the forest appeared before him. "I hear you complaining about being poor, yet I see you wasting your days," the guardian said, his voice like rustling leaves. "I will give you a chance to change your destiny. Tomorrow, when the sun first rises, the gates to the amber forest will open. Inside, the tree sap flows like liquid gold, and the leaves are made of solid silver. You can bring an axe and take as much as you wish. But remember this very clearly: the gates will slam shut forever the moment the last ray of sunlight disappears behind the mountains." Leo was ecstatic. That night, he couldn't stop dreaming of unimaginable wealth. He imagined himself in a grand mansion, surrounded by treasures, and he slept more deeply than he had in years. The next morning, the sun was already high in the sky when Leo finally rolled out of bed, stretching lazily. He glanced out the window, saw the bright morning light, and shrugged. "It's still early," he told himself. "The grass is probably wet with dew, and it's chilly outside. Besides, the gate stays open until sunset. I'll have a nice, hearty breakfast, drink some coffee to wake myself up properly, and then I'll go. It's never too late to start." So, Leo ate his breakfast slowly, savoring every bite. He sipped his coffee, enjoying the warmth. He even took the time to go out and brag to his neighbors about the incredible fortune he was about to acquire, painting a vivid picture of his future glory. It was already noon by the time Leo finally dragged his axe to the edge of the forest. Just as the guardian had promised, the massive stone gates were wide open. Inside, he could see a breathtaking, shimmering glow of gold and silver. But by now, his stomach was rumbling again, and the midday sun was blazing hot. He wiped the sweat from his brow and thought, "It's way too hot to chop wood right now. I'll be exhausted in minutes. That treasure isn't going anywhere. I'll just take a short nap under this big, shady oak tree. When I wake up refreshed in the afternoon, I'll be able to work twice as hard and take everything at once." And so, Leo lay down in the cool shade and fell fast asleep, dreaming that he was already a king, counting his mountains of gold. When Leo suddenly jolted awake, a deep chill was in the air. He looked up in horror. The sun was no longer a friendly yellow orb. It was a deep, angry red, and it was rapidly sinking behind the distant mountains. The long, dark shadows of the trees were swallowing the forest whole. Panic, cold and sharp, surged through his veins. Leo jumped to his feet and sprinted like a madman toward the entrance. He reached the first golden tree and swung his axe with all his might. The golden sap began to ooze out, thick and shimmering, but before he could catch a single drop, boom, the gigantic stone gates slammed shut right in front of his nose. The sheer force of their impact created a powerful gust of wind that blew him backward, sending him tumbling onto the cold, hard dirt. Leo screamed in absolute despair. He pounded his fists against the cold, unyielding stone until his hands were raw and bleeding. "Guardian! Please!" he cried out. "Just give me a little more time. Just one more minute. Please." The guardian's voice echoed from within the forest, but it was cold and final. "You do not lack time, Leo. You lack respect for it. The sun never pauses to wait for those who oversleep. Your poverty today is not a matter of bad luck. It is the price you pay for your hesitant mornings and your lazy afternoons." Leo walked back to his tattered old shack, empty-handed and completely broken. He spent the rest of his life haunted by the memory of the golden opportunity he had literally slept through, forever tormented by the shimmering forest he could have had, if only he hadn't waited for tomorrow. If you found this story meaningful, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. Your support gives me the motivation to create more content. Thank you so much for watching.